So the challenges and unexpected obstacles were basically we had made a mistake. Nothing to do with you guys' services, but we should have contacted you before ever purchasing the aircraft. And I think that's the biggest recommendation I would have to anyone else going about this is like get with your tax lawyer early on the process so that you have a very, very clear plan. And so that was the biggest challenge. We hadn't done everything on our part. And you guys' team said, okay, this is a problem, but here's a game plan to overcome that. And this is what you need to do now. Actually, um, we were also told by you guys, like, we're not even 100% sure that this is going to work because you didn't contact us in advance. It's a little bit late. And so it was very exciting to get through the work in a fairly reasonable amount of time. And then there was, a lot of waiting on the state to do their part. Even in that, we were really thankful for the communication. There's kind of constant communication of, hey, here's where your status is. Even still getting constant email updates of, hey, we're still in the same situation. It was obvious that you guys were still tracking our case, and that was very comforting. Hi, my name's Samuel Gorell with Soma Jets, and we decided to purchase aircraft basically because after years of using the airlines and challenges there, we realized that it was costing us a lot in terms of time, and so it wasn't very efficient. Then we use NetJets for a season, doing the fractional thing, but ultimately it made sense for us to purchase our own company aircraft. I believe I heard about you guys through SOAR Aviation Attorneys. I believe is a law firm that helps with different aviation things, but not tax situations. So you guys came recommended. We reached out. I think we had an initial call and got to know you guys a little bit, and we're impressed with the knowledge that we've seen, and so we decided to hire you guys specifically because we hadn't necessarily um, planned well in advance, and we were kind of a little behind with some of the stuff we had to do. So we had some catching up to do to get everything documented we needed to document. But your staff was willing to help walk us through that, which was amazing. So, I mean, for us, it was a million between a half million and $1 million of taxes. And so we weren't 100% sure it was, we didn't contact you guys in advance. And it wasn't actually my money, but it was my boss's money. It felt pretty good because I had set low expectations about whether this would get approved or not. And the fact then it did get approved, it made it feel like any amount I've been getting paid for quite a long time is definitely worth the work that I've done because we've saved our boss way more than he's been paying us to do the work. It felt great. It was a huge relief, honestly. If the bad news would have come, it wouldn't have got approved. I can only imagine the disappointment there. So thank you guys for doing a great job. I think what distinguishes aero and marine tax professionals is that from our first call, we connected directly with the owner and we felt like he cared genuinely about our situation. We were kind of expecting that when the state reviewed it, we might get a lot of questions and requests for further information. But to our pleasant surprise, we didn't get any follow-up questions. And so it became clear to us that you guys were well acquainted with what was needed and what sort of documentation would work, so that there wasn't a lot of back and forth with the government. And so I think that's the most impressive thing is if the state would have come back and asked for more documentation, I can only imagine it would have taken another half a year or a year to approve. So the fact that we had everything we needed on the first submittal, I think was just evidence that Aero and Marine Tax knows exactly what they're doing, knows what they need, and it knows what the government's expect. Gives it to the state in a way that they can process it easily and not have to come back with a bunch of questions or a bunch of, oh, hey, can you also get this other document? And I think the further you get from the purchase, the harder it is to go back and find records. It's the fact that we only had to do it once and it was done was really nice.